Hello guys and welcome back to my channel the Enchantress Tarot, and today I'm going to be doing a collaboration reading with Tarot Yogi on the very intriguing topic of past lives. Yes, so as you all are really interested about our past lives, so today here is a reading collaboration with Tarot Yogi. Tarot Yogi will be covering the first part of the reading, that is your past life love story, and I will be covering the later part of the tarot reading, that is who were you in your past life. And we are going to look at many different aspects of this reading, beginning with who you were in your past life, this main question. And for today's reading I have some watches over here for you to make a choice between them. These are the three options or choices in front of you. I hope you can see all the three watches since we are looking into the past times. So watches here are very significant, right? So I would really want you to pick or make any one choice out of the three watches laid on my table here. This is going to be the first watch or pile 1. This is a watch with silver and golden metal strap. This is going to be the pile 2, which is a gifted watch, of course, and it has a leather strap. Then this is going to be the pile number 3. This is a very old watch, yet a very special watch to me, and this is going to be the pile number 3. So go ahead and choose to make it easier for you. This is pile 1, this is pile 2, and this is pile 3. Right? You can pause the video and then meditate or do some breath work for some time to make the choice. And now let's begin with our beautiful reading, that is the tarot collaboration with the amazing Tarot Yogi. Okay, so for the people who chose this golden and silver mixture of two colors, this watch, pile number 1, hello and welcome to your reading. So let's see who you were in your past life. Okay, the cards have really started to speak even before I shuffle them. So let's see who you were in your past life, pile 1. Who you were in your past life, pile 1. Okay, I'll take this card. Okay, so something that I get very prominently for you, pile 1, is that you were an extremely fortunate person in your previous life. In your past life, you were a person who enjoyed a lot of good fortune, generational wealth, wealthy life, a wealthy life. You were really born with a silver spoon, or with a golden spoon rather, I would say. So you lived a life filled with riches, with comforts of all sorts. Also, something that is coming up very strong here is that you lived a royal life. Yes, you were belonging to a monarchy, you were belonging to royal family in your previous life, you were a king or a queen in your previous life. And don't be shocked when I say this, because you were one of the royal family in your past life, pile 1. You were a person who had extreme, good, extraordinary wealth and riches at their feet. So you were definitely not from among the common people or the common masses. You were someone who was extraordinary, who enjoyed this high honor, who lived in a very big mansion or castle, I would say, because princes or princesses, kings or queens do not live like ordinary, and you lived life very extraordinarily in your past life. And if I talk about wealth or riches, mention not there was a lot of wealth around you. You grew up seeing a lot of wealth, lot of good fortune. Okay, pile 1. And I sense this, you lived life of a rich man, a rich person in your past life. And you really were a privileged person in your past life. You enjoyed some really special kind of privileges which were not presented to, or which were not available to the other people of your age or the other people surrounding you in your past life, pile 1. Now let us see what kind of life story you had. With this being a certain, and with this being confirmed here that you belonged to a royal family, now let's come to the point that how was your life like? What was your life story over here? So what really was your life story, pile 1? What was your life story? Or let's say what happened with you in your previous life. What was your life story, pile 1? What was your life story in past life, pile 1? What was your life story in your past life, pile 1? Interesting. From the bottom of deck, I have the World card. This gets really interesting over here. And I have the card of 7 of Wands, Ace of Wands, and the 8 of Cups on my table right now. I really feel, pile 1, that you had huge mansions, huge castles, and a lot of property and riches, for no doubt, in your past life. So you have seen it all, you have seen all the wealth in your past life. But now the story of your past life speaks something else. It shows me this feels a reading kind of Princess Diana, because I feel here that you, despite of being a royal person and enjoying riches of all sorts, you couldn't really live the life the way you wanted. Even though you had it all, the high honor, the prestige, the wealth, the good fortune, the extra privilege, but for some reason you really had a hard time asserting yourself, stating your boundaries. Maybe there was a lot of royal pressure on you, pile 1, in the past life. But of course, you lived a life that was, or that became after your death, a source of inspiration for other people around you, just because of the fact that you kept fighting for what you really believed in. So this gives a lot of Princess Diana Spencer vibes over here in this reading. You were a kind of person, you stood up for fighting the cause even though the people around you did not support it. Maybe you were supporting or standing up or campaigning for some social cause which the royal family you belonged to back then didn't really approved of. They didn't really supported you. There was a lack of support from your own family members, from your own near and dear ones, pile one. So I do sense a feeling of sadness, a feeling of entrapped, like you felt like a trapped soul. You felt as if you wanted to break away with this royal life. You really did not liked it, even though you were born with a golden spoon, I would say here, not even a silver spoon, but still you somehow hated that royal life, and you had your own dreams, purpose, and you had a set kind of life that no, this royal life is very conservative, suffocating. I cannot breathe in this atmosphere, this high profile, high elite atmosphere. So this is a typical Princess Diana reading that is showing a lot of aversion from royal life and a will to live free from the bondages of the life. You wanted to live a life of a country girl, a boy living in country with simple pleasures of life and slow living. That was your dream. And maybe for some of you, not for all, because only some are able to break the cages of their prison. So for some of you, you really did break away from this royal life and lived a life that you really dreamt of. Meghan Markle, Princess Diana, that is the vibe I'm catching over here in this reading of yours, pile one. You were a born leader, and you lived a life of a true leader in the truest sense. So you were very different also from the rest of your family. If I talk about your behavior and personality, how you might have behaved, or what was your personality type in your past life, so it was that of a very practical, very humble, very rich but very humble. So the Knight of Pentacles talk about a very rich person who has this money, this coin in their hand, but yet he is very reliable, he is very practical, and he takes things slow, very humble. You were a very humble and a very emotional person. You were connected to the emotions of the world. You stood for some world cause, a cause that was affecting the world. For example, AIDS, for example, some deadly disease in some African countries or some developing poorer nations of the world. You really felt the misery of people. And I'm also channeling that you were an empath. You were an empath in your life, a royal with an empathetic heart. That is what you were. And your ability to really feel the sensitivity of the situation, or your highly sensitive nature, made you really feel sad and depressed in your past life. This is also something I'm getting. And you were also very, very lucky in your past life because of the number 777. So this being said about your behavior, now also you also felt like trapped in this toxic relationship, and you were very enlightened from the rest of your family or surroundings or neighbors, but you felt stuck in your life, that you cannot do anything about your life, and this led to a rise of a lot of burden in you as a soul. So a very enlightened, spiritual, yet bonded and not a free soul you were, and this really bothered you a lot in your past life. Now let us see what are the lessons that you have from your past lives. So these are basically are the lessons that you are carrying in this lifetime from your past life, and you need to work on them. See, again, the Ten of Wands has made appearance over here again. You really feel burdened by a lot of things, even by minor issues in and around your daily life and home. So what you need to do is to feel less burdened, to work less, to stress yourself less, to make a choice and stick to that choice, and to be really firm with your boundaries, emotional boundaries, I would say here. Not try to become the support of a person who doesn't really even give a damn about you. That is what I'm picking up really strong in your reading, pile 1. So you were a person who was born with a really empathetic, angelic heart, but now in this lifetime, this is your lesson to really draw a boundary, emotional boundary, with everyone in your family, in and around your family, your friends, your workplace, wherever, and not to burden yourself so much, and also not to wait too long for the things, not to procrastinate them, just to do the things. In this life, I feel like you may be avoiding certain learnings in your life. There is a channeled message here by your angels that do not avoid that cosmic learning, because that will lead to the higher evolution of your soul. So your soul needs to release all the burden here that is not yours to carry. Your soul needs to draw the boundaries in this lifetime. Your soul needs to make a pending decision that is coming from your past life, and your soul needs to release the extra burden of the shoulders, the burden to make money, because money is already within your reach. You are just stressing yourself out too much. So this was the broad reading on your past life, pile 1. And now I have some handmade messages. We'll be seeing them and digging out more about your past life. These are some handmade messages. Okay, did you see how quickly it flew? So Cleopatran times. Maybe you belong to the Egyptian era. You were literally Queen Cleopatra of Egypt. And the pyramid over here. So makes perfect sense. You shared deep connection with God. See, I said that you were spiritual enlightened because the person has a halo over there, but you couldn't really do much about it because of the fact that there was some kind of toxic bondage here and there. You were a wise soul. Yes, you were a wise soul. You are a fresh soul. Maybe you haven't had so many births. You were one among the Native Americans. So since a lot of people are watching this, so these messages are general, take them as they apply. Then we have you were a statesman. See what I said, what I just said in the beginning of reading, that you enjoy this high honor, and a statesman or a politician or someone related to the royal family. Timeless romance. So this was your reading, pile 1. I hoped you liked the reading and you enjoyed this unique past life tarot collaboration with Tarot Yogi. And if you did like it, please let me know down in the comment section, and also subscribe to my channel if you're new here. And I have personal readings available. You can reach me out through my email. The details are provided in the description box. Okay, see you soon in future. Bye bye for now. Hello pile 2, welcome back to my channel Enchantress Tarot. So today we are going to be looking at your past life. So who you were in your past life, pile 2. Who you were in your past life. Beautiful. Uh, you were a person in your past life who really traveled a lot, who had the luxury of traveling around the world at that time. And we know that traveling around the world in previous times was not an easy job. But you were really one who moved to a new place, who made a house of their own, who rose to riches and privilege and comfort and luxury in their past life. You relocated in your past life, you changed your place of residence in your past life, and you were gifted a house in your past life. You were a lady, if you're a man watching this or a woman watching this, you were a lady, you were a woman in your past life who married a really rich man, and you just got a very beautiful house as a gift. So I pick up very romantic vibes over here. But let's see more and look towards the past life story of your life, like what happened with you, and what was your past life story. Okay. I feel strongly that you were a very kind hearted soul who was tricked by or deceived by a romantic partner of yours, maybe husband or wife of yours. They cheated on you or they trapped you, and then they sadly left you. This is coming up so strong over here. Pile 2. You waited for your love for an entire lifetime. Pile 2. And maybe even today you feel a similar energy, but you cannot find out the cause, ascertain the cause from where this sad energy in love is coming from. So I tell you today, and I hated to break to you, that this energy comes from your past life, where you were in love with a toxic person who was devil in human form, and what he did or she did left you forever waiting. But somehow feel like you worked on yourself and you had not that bad ending as they wanted for you. So deception, cheating, lies, deceiving, betrayal, heartbreak, this was your life story in your past life. Okay, now let us see what are the lessons that you can draw from your past life which can help you in your present life. What are some of the lessons that you bring forth into this life from past life? So many of them, so many lessons want to come out. You have a baggage of lessons which you still might not have learned, and they will be upcoming in the future that you need to learn in this life. So pile 2, I really feel with the Judgment, the Ten of Wands, the Tower in reverse. Pile 2, you really have a tendency of interfering in divine plan, or interfering in God's plan, or rather say interfering in the path of things that are meant to take place. Maybe you are so kind that you interfere in other people's karma and you try to solve that thing for them, but you end up bearing the results of other people's karma on your shoulders. So you need to avoid doing that, and that is your major lesson from your past life. If someone around you is not a good person and you know very well, then what you need to do is to distance yourself from them and let the destruction happen, metaphorically speaking. Let the negative person bear the negative consequences of their own negative actions. This is your major lesson from past life. You also do not enjoy company of other people. You like to live alone. You need to work on that also. This is also a theme coming from your past life. You really need to establish a deep connection with God. Pile 2. Now you need to open up yourself a bit here and come out from your pause energy. Now I have prepared some handmade messages, and let's see what can we know more about you, pile 2. You practiced witchcraft. This is coming strong here. See, maybe you were into black magic. Sorry to break it here, but yeah, that energy is present here. So maybe you were into black magic and really in all those sorts of things. Pile 2. Rose, love, eternity. So see, as I said, that there is something associated with your past love life. You were betrayed by a person from your past life. Timeless romance. And you may notice a pattern in this life even, that you really crave for a sort of romance that is very unearthly, very divine, and it's not there in this life. You are an old soul. You have lived many lives before. You were a statesman. Okay. What else, pile 2? You lived in a foreign land. See, as I said in the beginning of reading, you changed your place. You relocated somewhere. Pile 2. Egypt's era. Okay, so that was, you were fascinating. Egypt's era. You will meet your love again in this life. Wow. A very cute heart for it, because there is hope here. Do not get sad. A very divine message from the angels coming here for those of you who were betrayed, who were deceived, who were left alone to cry in the dark. Dear beloved, there is still hope, and you will meet your love again in this life. And this is my promise to you. This is the promise of hope to you. Never lose hope, because your angels, the God, and the divine power is with you. You will meet them again. Now, whether it turns out into a soulmate relationship or if it's a karmic relationship, that's entirely subjective. But you will definitely meet them again in this life. Pile 2. You own a lot of land. Yeah. That is why you could change place so frequently. So this was your reading, pile 2, and this was my first collaboration with Tarot Yogi, the amazing tarot reader on YouTube. And go check out his channel. I would really like you to subscribe, give a thumbs up to my reading, and I'm open for private readings. Those of you who want private readings, the details are provided in the description box, and you can reach me out through my email. Okay, bye bye for now. Hello, beautiful, beautiful souls. Whoever chose this ancient watch, this was a gift to me. Someone from London gifted me this beautiful, beautiful watch, and it's a very old watch, and I love, absolutely love this watch. So, for the pile number three, the people who chose pile number three, let's see. Uh, let's dive deep into your past life reading and let's see who you were in your past life, pile 3. If you are a female watching this, know that you were a male in your past life, and if you are a male watching this, know that you were a female watching female in your past life. Whoever is watching this reading, vice versa. So your gender was reversed in your past life. Okay. You really was a family man in your past life. You were a person who uh, were the head or the headess or the lady head of the family. You owned a really big family in your past life, and your family was the major concern for you in your past life. You were a very confident person. You were a person who was always engrossed in family duties. And something I'm getting very strong over here, that you received a really disturbing news in your past life. Let us see more and find out what it was. Like some huge revelation happened in your past life. Yeah, a lot of clarity in your past life. Let us see what was your past life story. Pile 3, what was your past life story? See, someone got away with something of yours. Someone, you literally had a theft, and that was the shocking, or someone took away something from you in your past life. Maybe you lost someone who was very dear to you in your past life. Let's see. Okay, so you were a businessman or a businesswoman, but more strongly, it's coming out to be a businessman in your past life who had global trade, who had ships set in different parts of the country, of the world, and you had messages, letters, news coming forth, back and forth. I am sensing Christopher Columbus, Amerigo Vespucci vibes over here. That you literally discovered a whole new continent in your past life. Maybe if it was America or Africa or India or Asia, like you really discovered something in your past life. You really had a fleet of merchant ships floating different parts of the world, and you had some royal connections in your past life with king and queen, and you really had a very loving spouse and a very loving family in your past life. You were a free soul. I have not said this word in the last two piles, but I would pile reading, but I would say here that you were a free soul. You had enough wealth, you had all the modern means of communication at your doorstep. Now let's see what are your lessons from your past life that you bring forward into this life, and you need to work on those lessons. Staying with the truth is what you learned, to speak the truth, to not do malpractices while enhancing your business is the major lesson over here. To gain truth, to gain clarity, to stay in light, to stay with divine knowledge, that is what is your major lesson from past life. You need to look at the human side of life. You need to look at the emotional side of life. And while recording this, I see 3636 angel number on my screen. You can go Google and search what does that angel number mean, because that will be significant to you for your past life. Now, the lessons are to be more emotional, to be more connected to your emotional side, and money can't buy happiness. That is the theme here for you. You need to embrace duality. You need to embrace masculinity and femininity, both aspects of your personality. You need to come out of the masculine energy. That is the main lesson over here. Now let's see from the handmade messages what else we can know about your life. Pile 3. You are a fresh soul. See, with this Fool card over here, you are a fresh soul. Maybe you did not have so many births. You share deep connection with God. Yeah, that is what I'm saying, that you need to do that. They recognize you. Okay, this is a very specific message and will resonate with only some. You are a young soul. Yeah, you are a fresh, young, confident soul, not having experience of many lifetimes. Maybe this is your second or third birth. You healed people. Okay, you healed people. You had this ability to heal people, and maybe people came to you from different walks of life. Okay, you're a wise soul. You worked really hard. Yeah, you worked really hard, and now is the time to work on your spiritual health also. You fell in love in your last life. Okay, yeah, because I do see a couple over here. See, I see a couple in your reading, the Queen of Cups and the King of Wands. If you were a female, your other half was a very ambitious person, like fire and water chemistry, and if for a male, your other female was in her complete feminine energy over here. You lost your love in past life. You were tenant. Okay, you lived across the seas. Yeah, you lived in a foreign land. You practiced witchcraft. You were intuitive. Because of that, you could heal people. Egypt's era, you share a deep connection with them. You were a queen and they are around you. This message is very specific over here. The one that came, see, you share a deep connection with them. If there is a person around you with whom you feel magnetic pull towards, just know that they are someone from your past life. you recognize them, right? That see, they are around you, you share a deep connection with them, and they recognize you. Someone who's passed over, or someone who you really feel a magnetic, if you just started seeing someone and you feel attractive magnetic pull, this is your confirmation in this past life reading itself. So because I sense a lot of couple energy also in this reading, and you lived across the seas. See, I literally see a sea over here. So this was your reading, pile 3. I hope you enjoyed it. The collaboration with Tarot Yogi, the amazing person on the YouTube, a really amazing YouTuber, a really amazing tarot reader on YouTube here. And go check out his channel and subscribe to my channel. If you liked the reading, give it a thumbs up and comment down how did you find the past life tarot reading. Also, I am open for personal readings. You can reach out to me. Details are provided in the description box. You can email me on the email provided. Okay, see you soon in future. Bye bye for now. Stay safe and healthy.